Hey man, Shalom Missouri, you know what it is, man. ISBK Sacramento dropping Jewelz, man, every Wednesday after the law class, man. I'm preaching officer 500 Natazab, or preaching officer 50 Quran Yala, and we holding it down. And so we finna drop some jewels on you. You ain't even gotta pick them up. We finna drop them right in your hand. Just hold your hands open. You know what I mean? Hey, but no, man, we back again another week. Um, we gonna bring you a few articles of every week is just it's crazy shit going on every goddamn weekend. You know what I mean? Every week, and from Wednesday to Wednesday, it's just amazing how much shit can happen in the world of black people in 7 days. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's why I was being in EPK, nigga, taking this shit serious and doing this every day is so important, because I look at everybody else's lives being in the world, and I'd be like, God damn, nigga, like they would have had protection if they was in the truth. They wouldn't have to live like how they was living it if they was in the truth. Life wouldn't turn out how it is if they was in the truth. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump into the first article. All right, this is from the Shade Room. It said, video seemingly shows Shaniqua Robinson brutally beaten by Fran just before she mysteriously died on a trip to Mexico for a birthday celebration. Man, goddamn. And she got beat. This is a sister named Shaniqua Robinson. She got beat by her damn friends on a trip to Mexico. They're supposed to be having the time of their lives. You know what I mean? You go to Mexico, man. Y'all done planned this out. Y'all done saved up money, worked overtime. You know what I mean? Y'all done planned this. Got y'all itinerary was raw. You know what I mean? And planned out for this trip just for y'all to get into altercation, and you didn't come up dead. And the whole point I bring out this article is because the whole only reason why they went to Mexico was for a birthday. It was one of their birthday, and they decided, you know what, we gonna go to it's your birthday. We gonna go to Mexico. We gonna have a time of our lives. We gonna have a memorable moment to where 20 years from now, 10 years from now, we gonna look back like, damn, nigga, life was great. Remember when we went to Mexico and we got drunk, man? We was dancing at the beach. We was on a yacht. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, all for that, all for the story not to get told like that. Now they this is a horrible and tragic experience. They finna be looking back like, damn, Shaniqua died. You know what I'm saying? Because of us, or whatever the case. So let's get more into the story. And not to jump the gun, but this is why you shouldn't celebrate birthdays, man. You know what I mean? This is exactly why you should not celebrate birthdays. All right, so it's the death of a 25-year-old black woman who died in Cabo, Mexico last month has left her family seeking answers, with police insisting there was no foul play with her, or her family claims she died of a broken neck. God damn.
Yeah.
And it's so this sister was 25 years old. You know what I mean? She was 25 years old. She died in Cabo, Mexico, because she was fighting with her friends from a broke nigga. This is crazy. And I can only imagine, like, damn, what the hell was y'all? What could have happened? It take down there 10 hours to get there on a plane. You know what I mean? And so she died the same day. So either they had animosity toward each other before they got there, or something happened to where, they had to fight each other to where somebody had to end up dead. And what's so crazy is, dude, we talking about women. I don't know too many women that they fought with hands and no objects, no nothing, and then the other woman end up dead. You know what I mean? With men, you can expect that. You can expect that with men. Or two men fighting. I didn't seen it happen before. I mean, I was in the branch, like the county jail one time. I seen a nigga get socked, nigga, and it was ugly for him. Nigga died and came back to life. Nigga hit that nigga over a TV remote. Nigga hit that nigga so hard he flew back, hit his head on the stairwell, and his whole body just went stiff. Ambulance came in like that nigga dead. I was like, nigga, you got a murder charge. You was finna go home in 4 months. God damn. So what I'm saying is that it's normal to see two men fight each other and somebody end up dead or damn near half dead. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that before. For two women to be fighting and somebody to lose their life. man, there had to be some real hate behind that. You know what I
Right.
mean? But it said autopsy shows no signs of alcohol poisoning, as a Mexican authority insists there was no foul play. When the alt when let me see if I'm getting to the story. Oh, it said when the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have. This is a quote from the WNTC. When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with the alcohol. And they said that she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten. God damn. You know what I mean? And especially I feel for the parents because, you know, damn, they thinking that they happy for you finna go have the time of your life, go to Mexico, all for them to get a report from authorities that, man, your daughter is dead. Her neck is broke and her spine is broke. Nigga, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That is absolutely crazy right there. And it's crazy, right? Because just a little sidebar, my cousin died. Nigga, like, was it like last year? Nigga, my cousin died in Mexico. Taking a selfie. You know what I'm saying? And taking a selfie. Nigga, she died. Nigga, this was just like, it wasn't even a year ago, I don't believe. Nigga, she died, nigga, for graduation. Nigga, she out there taking a selfie drunk. Trying to take a selfie and lean too far. And her son's got my other little cousin. Graduation was her son. She was taking a selfie on the balcony, and she doing like this. And she leaned too far over the balcony on some drunk shit, and then flipped over the balcony and landed like 4 stories down and died. I'm like, man, this some foul play had to be done. Ain't nobody that dumb.
Hey, Salakia, sir, was that story in the news?
Yeah, it was in the news. Yep.
I seen that. Damn, I did not know that was your family.
Yeah, that was my blood cousin. Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Damn. And me and you never talked about that either.
Yeah, never talked about it. That was my blood cousin, real talk.
Damn.
And one of my favorite girl cousins. Like she was solid. Now I mean, police didn't kick their door and looking for me and none of that. She was like, man, I don't get nigga, F y'all. Like she tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, when I was young, take me to go get shoes and clothes and I'm from California. They from St. Louis. You know what I mean? But she ended up going to I think it was Cabo, Mexico too. What was it? Was it yeah, it was Cabo, Mexico. And then she flipped over the damn balcony. You know what I mean? And then we thought it was like some type of foul play because it's not normal for you to go out of town to a popular tourist spot and then just to come up dead. And so especially for this sister right here to be with your friends and to come up dead and you was beaten by that's crazy. Like these people probably done been in your house, met your family, stayed man, y'all got history with each other, man. You don't just go on trips to Mexico with people you don't know. You know what I mean? That's hella unfortunate. And they said Robinson's family only learned of the autopsy report after making calls to the FBI and Mexico authorities. After Shaquilla's friend said she had trouble with made panic phone calls not long after the arrival. Yeah, so after they arrived, she called one of her other friends that wasn't on the trip with them with panic phone calls. You know what I mean? Basically telling her like, something ain't right. It ain't we here in Mexico, but something ain't right. This ain't adding up. It said each one of the people. That's another quote from some that was said by somebody. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories. So she was there with multiple people, not just one, and they all was telling different stories. They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse. God damn. And it's hella unfortunate for you to be around people that you think is your friends,
Right?
And think is your family, and they just for them to sit back and watch somebody murder you, or y'all all together, or just sit back and it would jump. You don't know what the hell was going on.
If
But
I may, sir, that's kind of
yeah,
what it sounded like. It sounded like they all was envious of her. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday. She getting all the attention. You know what I'm saying? They get into it on some drunk. You know how females get. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It
yeah.
sounded like they done got into it with her and they conspired against the sister. And it sounded like because it said she had a broken neck and a broken spine.
And spine.
Yeah, that's not a one-on-one fight
Yeah,
at
and
all.
Like then you break your neck and your spine. That's a car injury. Those
Right,
car injuries. You
right.
know what I'm saying? So to get that in a mutual combat is just crazy. You
Or
know
they,
what I mean?
or she could have been pushed out of a window or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yep.
any of that. But yeah, that's definitely not a one-on-one fight at all. It's
Yep.
not for no sisters. Hell no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I seen the pictures of the sister. Like she was pretty. Like she wasn't like no ugly sister. And it showed everybody that she was with. She was with two, and then that's why I said they could have jumped her. Or I think she was with two homosexuals. You know what I mean? And two
Hold
other
on,
sisters.
hold on.
Yep.
Salakis, sir.
It was
Run
it was
that back.
it was five of them all together, and it
Huh?
was two. I don't know if the niggas is homosexual. They look homosexual. It was two niggas, and it was two sisters, and plus
If
her. So it
niggas
was
look
five.
homosexual in these days, they homosexual.
Yeah, no, real
Well,
talk.
well,
Like,
in any times.
right, right. And then come on now, like y'all going on a trip. You know what I mean? And y'all, it didn't seem like that was none of y'all men because it wouldn't be regular for two couples to go on a trip and then you playing the third wheel. You know what I mean? It wouldn't really make sense on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah,
it could have.
this was a girls' trip with they homosexual partners.
That's what it sounded like to me.
And it seems like the dudes did this to her.
Yeah, no, no, real talk. And
Like
then
homosexual men hate women. You
yeah, and then
understand?
look, and then on a video because it's a video. I wish we can play it. One of the sisters is fighting her and she's naked. They inside this big hotel room, big nice hotel room, hella big. You know what I mean? And she's sitting there squabbling with her. And but the sister that died, she's not even fighting back. And then the homosexual at the camera, you can tell the homosexual, he like, you ain't gonna fight, but at least swing back, at least swing back. And then she like, no, I'm not gonna swing back. I don't want to fight. And the other sister sitting there beating her up, bing, 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 threw her on the ground, and she just sitting there blocking. You know what I mean? He's like, wow, you ain't gonna fight back. That's crazy. And I'm watching the video like, God damn, like y'all supposed to be all together, and y'all, come on now. First of all, I wouldn't even let my rib fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? Let alone just other sisters. You know what I mean? I'm not if you especially not on sisters like we all fighting. Come on, y'all on some nerd shit. That's weirdo shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's sitting back recording. They friends. This ain't just like some random people fighting. They're all friends, and he's sitting back recording her getting mollywopped in the damn hotel room, man.
They
You know what
out
I
the
mean?
country together.
Out the country together on her birthday, supposed to be having fun. You know what I mean? And I guarantee if it wasn't for her birthday, she probably wouldn't even been on this resort or this trip with them. You know what I mean? But because it's her birthday, she probably paid for it. That's how they end up going there. She probably paid for all of them to even go there
Right.
because it don't make sense for them to allow this to
No,
happen.
no. Hey, no, what you saying is facts, sir.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody going on a trip to your birthday to Mexico and paying their own goddamn money.
yeah. But
Not,
you see,
that's
yeah,
not normal.
yeah, they ain't normal. That's what I'm saying. And it's
They'll go to the club with you. A nigga will go to the club with you, or they might go out of town with you to Vegas or something. But they went out the country to Mexico.
yep, that it don't make no sense. And they murdered your sister, man. That's why sisters y'all gotta be careful, man. You know what I mean? Especially first off, y'all gotta be careful when hanging around with homosexuals, thinking that they y'all friend.
Right.
That's first off what y'all gotta be careful, and y'all gotta be careful with the company that y'all keep. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta definitely be comfortable. Y'all think, and that's why when we talk about brotherhood and sisterhood, it be so important because a lot of y'all don't know what brotherhood and sisterhood is. You think just because you ain't got no weed to smoke, and they like, man, come over, I got you. Let's roll this backwood up. Y'all think that's sisterhood and brotherhood, and it's not. You know what I mean? You think because, oh man, she's selling bundles for the low, and you know what I mean, and she know how to do eyebrows good, and y'all built a relationship on that y'all can hang out and be friends, and nah, man, like a lot of times you gotta just leave people where the hell they at. You know what I mean? You can't just be trying to be out here making friends. Because I guarantee these were no childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? These were somebody she met in a damn nail salon somewhere. These are somebody that she just smoked weed with after work. You know what I mean? Or she go out with on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? That she met at a club a few weeks ago. This wasn't the long term friends ain't gonna do nothing like this. You know what I mean? send those to my phone. Yeah, but man, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? So let me get some more on the article. Salakia, using article. hmm Yeah, man, but yeah, we living in some crazy times, man. With sis last week, we brought out a sister killing her own son. Like, man, when the sisters nowadays, they ain't got the spirit on them that they used to have. You know what I mean? That just that feminine, sweet and soft and loving and kind woman. They ain't got that spirit. I mean, outside of EPK, they don't got that spirit no more. You know what I mean? Now they got the spirit of just murder and mayhem. That's all they. That's all that's on their mind. I could imagine being at a damn. I still might need to use your phone touch because it ain't working. I couldn't imagine that my daughter or my cousin or one of my family members going on a trip and something like this happening. You know what I mean? Let me just see real quick. What did you hear? Salakia.
Yeah, it's like it, sir. If I may, man, this is a sad story right here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it should be a wake up call for black people. You understand? Like your birthday is not. It's first of all, it's not your culture to celebrate your birthday. You understand? Like when you look into the scriptures, people died on people's birthday. You understand? Like when Joseph was a slave in Egypt, you understand? He was in prison and he prophesied, you understand, of course, through the mercy and the Lord being on his side, he prophesied somebody about to be killed. You understand? And when that person got killed, it just happened to be on Pharaoh's birthday. You understand? When you read the book of John the Baptist, you understand? He got beheaded on Herod's birthday. You understand? Like when you think about people's birthdays, man, people get murdered, people get killed. You understand? And these feast days, that's why the Lord said he despises your feast day. Your birthday is a feast day. You understand? If you choose to celebrate your birthday, you're gonna go to a nice restaurant. You understand? You gonna go rent out a venue, you understand, or go out of town and just have the best time of your life doing all manner of evil, you understand? And somebody's eventually going to get killed on somebody's birthday, you understand? It's inevitable. And this is why blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as a whole, bro, like we need to come out of this mindset of America. You understand? Your slave master taught you to celebrate birthdays. You understand? That's not what your culture is as a people. You understand? We celebrate the high holy days that the Lord gave us. You understand? To where the Lord is on our side, and a lot of our high holy days have everything to do with the Lord destroying our enemies. You understand? Not lifting ourselves up and boasting to be a God over everybody, and that's what your birthday is about. You understand? If
Yeah.
you go check out the dude, the white boy Anton LaVey that started the Church of Satan in 1966 in San Francisco, California. You understand? He wrote a manuscript called the Satanic Bible. And he said for a Satanist, you understand, your highest of holy days, you understand, is your birthday. You
Right.
understand? And that's what goes on when you celebrate. You basically celebrating being a Satanist, you understand, when you celebrate your birthday. Your birthday, as far as like being a Satanist, you want to make it extravagant as you want. You understand? You're gonna put yourself over everybody as a god, you understand? And when you black, Latino, and Native American and you indulge in that culture, the Lord makes everything bad happen to you. You understand? But Salaki, sir.
Yeah, no, that's facts. You know what I mean? And that's definitely the origins of birthdays. And also too, like when a lot of time when people get liquor in their system, you know what I mean? And it's just a situation. I'm pretty sure liquor was involved. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the truth came out about how they felt, and it didn't come out in a form of words. It came out in the form of violence and real hatred for whatever
Right.
reason. Pretty, she had more money, she had a successful career, whatever the case may be. But that just goes to show you that the Lord is not with celebrating birthdays, man. You know what I mean? The Lord is not okay with you celebrating birthdays at all. All right, so let me just get some more on that. It says, but U.S. State Department officials in Mexico have denied that her death was a murder, despite damning videos showing Shaquilla being assaulted, while claiming a police investigation did not show any signs of foul play. You know, they don't want to do it. So they saying we didn't see no signs of foul play, even though there's actual footage in a video of this sister being assaulted violently. I've seen a video. The video's still up. You go look at it on the Shade Room. You know what I mean? Or just type her name in the video going viral all on Twitter, all that. She getting mollywopped. You know what I mean? And to where I know if the officials come and authorities come, they gonna see that she got visible harm that's been done to her. You know what I'm saying? Visible mark. You know, when police come for domestic violence, because that's exactly what this was, is domestic violence. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, when the police come, they check your hands, they check your knuckles, your face. You know, they got the flashlight on you, trying to see if any scratches on you and bruises, so they can have probable cause to take somebody to jail. But this wasn't done in her case because nobody cared. You know what I mean? Nobody cared, and all the system wanted to do was celebrate her birthday. Her birthdays is dangerous, just like Halloween is dangerous.
Right.
All of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so like, let me get some more on it. And it said, now a State Department of officials is helping Shaniqua's family get access to Mexico law enforcement reports. According to WNCT, the family is also hiring a private investigator to look into the case. Shaquilla died within a day of arriving in Mexico, shortly after making her last phone call to her mother. She reportedly told her mother that their party had a chef that they were getting ready to eat. They were eating tacos or a salad or something, and said, "Okay, I love you. Have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow." Damn. I never talked to my child again. She never made it back home, and after that, she never talked to her child. I'm gonna keep reading. Shaquilla's friend, who had traveled with her, eventually returned from Mexico without her, leaving her body there. Her family finally has brought her body back home after waiting upwards of 2 weeks and fees totaling 600,000. The outlet reports. God damn. So the friends so damn scandalous. They left her out there and her body out there. They didn't even let her mom know she died. You know what I mean? Man, the daughter, she died. We don't know what happened. They
Hold on,
just
Salakia, sir. They came back to the U.S.
they came back and nigga left her body out there, and her parents had to fly her back.
Man,
Man, look, man, y'all gotta stop giving people who don't deserve your time, man. You know what I mean? That
man.
crazy stuff. Everybody is not your friend, and you know my grandma used to tell me that. I used to bring certain people home, and she'd be like, man, you better don't bring that boy back to my house. You do not bring that boy back. Something about that boy. I don't trust that boy. You know what I mean? She tell me all the time. And you know, I'm young, nigga. I'm in the field. I'm thinking that she don't know nothing about nothing what's going on and nothing about. I know she know what I'm doing, but my head, I'm like, man, she don't really know what the hell she talking about. She old. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that she was my age before. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? She was 20, 30, she was 40, she was 15, 16, 17. This the age I'm talking about. She been that age before and she know. And I'm
Right,
pretty sure probably wish she would have listened to the people that told her the same thing. And she's telling me that. And then before you know it, I'm like, God damn, I wish I would listen to my damn grandma. I'm not people don't be who they don't be who they say they is, they don't be your friend. That's
right,
why hey, you can actually understand and see and because of what the Bible say, um, um, you supposed to try every brother or something like that.
right,
Like
right,
we know the brothers that our brothers in here. We know they are brothers. You know what I mean? We know the sisters in here is our sisters. We don't never have to. Well, we didn't have Passovers all over the goddamn country. This year it's in North Carolina. Last year it was in Florida. Before that, it was in Texas. Before that, it was in New York. We got whole hotels and all that. Brothers flying in from Canada, South America, all over the place. And guess what? We never have to worry about this happening. Don't it wallet don't come up missing. You know what I mean? And guess what? It'd be what, a couple hundred of us, 1,000 of us. I don't know how much, but yeah, it'd be a whole lot of us with
Right,
children,
sir.
everything, newborn
Right.
baby. And guess what? It's five. It was 5 people, 5 people. And this sister came up, beat the hell up, dead, and left in Mexico. That's horrible. You know what I mean? That's absolutely horrible. But Salakia, let me see
And
if it's
if I may, too, quick sidebar, sir. Like
yeah,
this is it's so evil for our people to be jealous of each other. You understand? Because I'm sure jealousy played a big factor in this. You understand?
yeah,
Like this sister, she got into a fight and she didn't even want to fight back because she had no reason to fight back. You understand? Like she not having a problem with the other sister that she's having a fight with. The other sister, like she feels some type of way about her. You know how catty sisters get in this empire. Oh, this
yeah,
bitch thinks she cute. Oh, she thinks she the shit. She thinks she all that. Excuse my French. You understand? Oh, she think. You know what I'm saying? You know how they get. And then it causes the demon to fester on you to where you would literally murder your own goddamn sister that you went out of the goddamn country with, and
yeah,
then come back like nothing happened. You understand? Like this is why the Lord tell you don't envy your oppressor. You understand? And don't choose his ways. You understand? Your oppressor celebrates his birthday, and he do it big every birthday. You understand? Your oppressor gets drunk out of his mind, gets high out of his mind. You understand? And your oppressor also kills black people. You
yeah,
understand? And that's what you embody when you take on the spirit of this empire and you want to celebrate these holidays that they gave you. You understand? You will get high out your mind. You will be jealous of your own goddamn brother or sister, and you will eventually murder them and take their goddamn life. And then act like nothing happened. Act like you're not wrong at all. Ain't that what goes on in America? Didn't they tell us
right,
to about slavery? Didn't they tell you to let go and let God? Didn't they tell you slavery was in the past? You understand? This got the spirit of the white man written all over. You understand? And black people, come out of this. Come out of this. That's the only answer to stuff like this never happening again. For you to come back to your own culture. You understand? Big shout out to Commander General Yohana. You understand? And the excellent black watch that he did tonight, you understand, with Officer of 5,000 Marat out there in Philly. You understand? They brought out some heavy, you understand? And to keep it real, right? Us being in the truth, you understand? The 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 articles that they brought out and the story that they brought out, it's elementary to us brothers in the truth. But at the same time, when people in the world see this type of stuff, then it's like, wow, that's really deep. Like, man, they really discovering like we really the Israelites. Meanwhile, I should be been saying this since 1969, you understand? And you don't have problems with brothers and sisters being envious over each other in here. You understand? We don't celebrate our goddamn birthdays to where we gonna kill each other. You understand? And something tragic is gonna happen to one of our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Commander General Yana for everything that he taught us. You understand? And him having a hand in saving our lives in this empire. But Salaki, sir, I yield on that. Go ahead.
yeah. Nah, what you bringing out is heavy because just like you said, you ain't supposed to take on the spirit of the oppressor. Like
Right.
black people learn how to hate each other because white people hate us. And why do white people hate us? Why does the oppressor hate us? The oppressor hates us because we're better than him.
Right.
That's why he hates us. And guess what? That's why you hate your brother, your sister. You hate your brother, your sister because why? Because they're better than you. That's why they hated your sister. They hated your sister because she was better than them. You know what I mean? She was better than them. I guarantee she wouldn't have beat like cause you see in the video, she wasn't fighting the sister back. Nor would she have fought this sister or left her if something did happen. Like she was drunk or you know what I'm saying, she had got alcohol poison and died or whatever the case they tried to say, she wouldn't have left him out there like that, and then just flew back out here and not let her parents know and all that. You know what I mean? That it's an unfortunate event, man. But let me keep reading. This. Said video of the vicious assault has since started making the rounds on social media, with many calling for Jackson's arrest in connection to Shaquila's death. As of Wednesday, no arrests have been made. News of Shaquila's death comes just days after another group of black friends were similarly found dead in Mexico after celebrating the Day of the Dead festival previously recorded. This is a developing story. Be sure to check with the Shade Room. So look at, and then in the same city, another group of people, somebody came up dead. You know what I mean? And that's why you got, like I said, you got to stop trying to be like the oppressor and take on their customs and their culture. Black people have their own culture. You know what I mean? And like you were saying, there should be no reason that you jealous of a brother or sister when we both in hell.
Right.
And we in absolute hell. To be able to take a trip to Mexico on a trip, man, any hatred I did have for you, if I did, that's out the window.
Out the
Nigga,
window.
they got white sand and baby blue water. You know what I mean? They
Right.
got they got drinks with an umbrella in it, even though I'm gonna take the umbrella out. You know what I mean? But we gonna kick it. Like, come on, man. Like, and
Right.
you got that much hate on you to where you just like, I can't even. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. You know what I mean? But so like, I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get the next article. Lord be with that sister family. May she rise again. You know what I mean? But next article, let's get into it. This CNN. This one kind of crazy right here. Said white teacher in Texas fired after telling students his race is the superior one.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Hey, wake the hell up, black people. You
yeah,
Christians. You understand? Like, come on, man. This is a teacher telling you that white people are better than you. What?
yeah,
How the hell do black Christians and all of Christianity, you understand, keep telling you that God loves everybody when white Christians don't believe that? White
yeah,
Christians do not believe that God loves everybody. They tell you that they're superior. Man, the KKK is a Christian organization, and they tell you time and time again that they are superior to niggas. How the
yeah,
hell do you niggas believe that God loves everybody? You understand? When you got your spirit of Christianity from white people, and white people do not believe that.
yeah,
Them redneck white boys, Billy Bob Thornton, and all of them niggas from down south, they do not believe that God loves everybody. They believe that you're supposed to be under their goddamn feet. They believe that you're a monkey. You understand? They believe that they supposed to possess you, you understand, like cattle. So why do you, as a black Christian, tell other black Christians, you understand, or even believe in the ideology of God loves everybody? You're supposed to forgive your slave master, you understand, for what the hell is going on?
right. No, real talk. And look, and if I could too, like for Christians, man, you know, because you know Christianity, they teach inclusion. Everybody's supposed to come together and sit at the table of brotherhood and serve one God.
Right,
But and we're all equal. But then you serve the same God of people that say that you're not equal to them.
right,
You know what I mean? It literally makes no sense. You serve a God that's about equality and inclusion and all that, but then the same people that serve your God, they don't believe that same thing. You know what I mean? That's because the God that just you serving is not a real God. It's not the God of the Bible. The God that you serving is white supremacy. That's the actual God that you serving.
damn
Anytime
right.
you're talking about inclusion and equality, that is not the God of the Bible. The God of the Bible is about separating. The God of the Bible is about black people and Hispanic and Native American Indians being above everyone. You understand? But but I don't fault him for doing that. He the
Right.
race. You know what I mean? But
If I may, sir, real quick,
yeah,
man, big shout out to my rib Kayala that is in this chat. because she just said something so heavy. They teach that with Darwinism at schools. You are so right, Princess. You understand? Darwinism or the theory of Darwin is about natural selection and them saying that white people are superior race to everybody else. You
Yeah.
understand? When you go to high school and they teach you about the Darwin theory, this is exactly what they teach you: white supremacy in school. You
Right.
understand? Like it's and man, big shout out to my real once again, Kayala, because I forgot all about Darwinism. You understand? I didn't graduate high school at all. I barely even went to school. You feel me? But I do remember the theory of Darwin, and it's about natural selection. And natural selection says that white people are superior to black people. You understand? And you said this in the South, sir?
Yeah, this is in the South. This is in Texas.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Captain Yatazak down there in Texas with all his hitmen, you understand, and what he got going on, building up that illustrious school down there in Houston, you understand? Because
Damn
them,
right.
you know what I'm saying? And man, let's clap it up for that mission to Acuna, you understand?
Oh, yeah.
Because these brothers, they understand that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are superior to everybody, thus saith the Lord. You understand? And we care about our own people, and we don't have a slave mentality. You understand? The mentality of just going along to get along. You understand? We understand the truth because of what Commander General Yana has taught us. You understand? And Commander General Yana was so right on point when he kept this school going. You understand? And sacrificed everything he had to teach blacks, Latinos, their true nationality, their true heritage, and to teach them the truth that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand?
That's
Let's
right.
go ahead.
Yeah, and then it's so crazy, right? Most some Christians that y'all shots, some Christians, right? Um, they gonna take this account and they're gonna say, well, that's just him. All white people don't feel like that. Nah, the majority of them feel like that. This is not a case where it's just him alone. He come from a family. That family comes from a community. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Community comes from, what I'm saying? It go all the way to it's bigger than what you think it is. But the black people wanting to be Christians, Christianity forces you to love the people that oppress you, no matter
Right.
what you think you're being good. You think you're being moral and upright and loving and kind, and this is what God would want from you. You know what I mean? Like black, that's why the scripture say black people got a zeal to want to serve the most high, but not according to knowledge. You know what I mean? Because they'll look at a situation like this, they'll say, well, that's just him. Everybody ain't like that. You got a few idiots out there. No, they all. If it's 100 snakes on the ground, two of them poisonous, you gonna risk it? You gonna try to figure out which one is poisonous or not? Hell
Right.
nah. You know what I mean? They all snakes. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And guess what? They look at black people like that too. They see a black man walking up the street, or you coming out of the goddamn hometown buffet, and you walk past a lady in her car, she gonna hit the white lady in her car, she gonna hit them locks. It don't matter if you got a suit on with a tie or you got a hoodie on. Nigga, she see a nigga. You know what I mean? But Shalaki, we didn't even get into the article. It started off kind of crazy.
Yeah, Salakia, sir. Go ahead. Salakia.
Yeah, no, nigga. Hey, look it. I couldn't help it, man. I seen that. I'm like, God, that nigga told his students that though. Nigga told his students, nigga, my race is superior. And I guess what he don't. And before I even get to the article, I'm gonna pull it slack it. He don't. He's literally being sincere. Like
Right.
he's not telling his students this because he feels like it's out of pocket. He just like I'm being sincere. I really just that's what I believe. You know what I
Right.
mean? And why wouldn't he believe that? He didn't conquer us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't took on his culture, took on his God, his whole way of life, and we just completely just forfeited serving the Lord. We completely forfeited our heritage and everything else to come with it to serve his God. Why wouldn't then we the greatest people on earth? Why wouldn't he feel great? Why wouldn't he think that his race is superior? Black people are great at everything you could. We great. We better at anything you could than every. We the best scientists. You know what I'm saying? the best architects, the best musicians, sports players, doctors, anything you could think of. We better at everybody on the planet. This is facts. Inventions, facts, nigga. And they conquered us, and we served their God. Why
Hey,
wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he think that they're superior?
Salakia, sir. You
Yeah,
know one thing that you forgot that we superior on
yeah,
everybody? Breaking down this Bible.
yeah.
We're
Absolutely
all of you because we wrote this.
right. Let them.
Salakia, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let them tell it. They wrote the Bible. You know
Huh,
what I mean?
come
Let
on,
them
man.
tell it. Let them tell it. There was Pharaoh and the Israelites.
Mm.
Let them tell it, nigga. They. Nobody has a history but them in the world.
I forgot about the passion of Christ, sir. Salakia.
Yeah, they was Christ too. You know what I
Right,
mean? Let them tell it. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't he? White supremacy did convince white people that they're superior to everybody. That's
right.
all it is. You know what I mean? But Salakia, it said a a middle school teacher in Pflugerville, Texas, has been fired. District officials said Monday after a video was posted to social media showing the white teacher tell his students his race is the superior one. Last Friday,
Hold on, Salakia, sir. You said middle school?
middle school, man.
Damn. Hey, if I may, understand this, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You got the oppressor coming at your kids when they just blossoming to understand the world. Like when you in middle school, this is the transition from you being a child to being a young adult. You understand? And the teacher is telling your children this in middle school. You need to separate from your oppressor. You understand? Because your oppressor is trying to indoctrinate your children the water for the word, sir. You know what I'm saying? Most high in Christ. But
Uh,
the your oppressor is trying to indoctrinate your children, you understand, to believe that they are less than white people in the times where they just now coming into young adulthood. You understand? But Salaki,
yeah,
sir, go.
yeah, no, look, and what you're saying is so heavy. That's exactly what they doing. And guess what? You're not doing. You're not doing the opposite. You ain't even combating it at all. They telling your kids every day at school that my race is better than your race. You're a nigger. We're better than you. You know what I mean? Because this wasn't directed towards nobody else. This was directed towards niggas. This was directed towards who stay in Texas? Niggas. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans and blacks. Nigga, he wasn't directing this towards white people. You know what I'm saying? And he said my race is better than yours. And then guess what? He this is the only time they got it on video. And guess what? Somebody was smart enough to pull that phone out because he been doing this. He been saying this. You know what I mean? It's been going on. So he been a teacher for the last 20 years. He been telling his children that. And then but this is the thing though. They go to school and they learn that. And every curriculum and everything that he teach them, he makes sure that he implement that somewhere in there. You know what I mean? I guarantee he was a history teacher. You know what I mean? I guarantee he implement that somewhere in there to convince them that that is the truth. Black people are not the superior race. Hispanic people are not the superior race. And then guess what? They go home and then they learn the same thing from their parents. We're not superior. We're equal. We're not. Well, then you see how retarded that is. You know what I mean? You see how retarded that. Like you supposed to be telling your kids, man, period, point blank, nigga, we're better. You know what I mean? That's what a good parent to do. Good parent let them know, like, yeah, no, we better, for sure. You know what I mean? Cause nobody ever they couldn't do what we did. We've been slaves for 400 years, going through the most horrific. Everybody sad about the Holocaust, like General Jim Magala said, that was a joke. Salaki, they not gonna block us and all that. You know what I mean? But that was nigga. Come on, man. So you talking about some crime that white people did to other white people? Nah, nigga, 100 million of us died on slave ships. 77 million died of his Native American Indians and Hispanics. Come on, my nigga. Like, who could survive something like that?
Mm.
Nigga, I don't see a guy out here in Sacramento. Who can survive something like that? You know what I mean? Y'all, they can't possibly be superior. You know what I mean? We survived the ghettos, the crack epidemic, the AIDS epidemic. You know what I mean? Now we trying to survive this Generation Z, which is homosexuality, LGBTQ, Black
Right.
Lives. You know what I mean? We trying to survive that. And guess what? We gonna do it under Commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor, he would never be able to survive something like that. You know what I mean? So what's Salakia? Let me keep going.
So like it, sir, 350,000 abortions every
Oh,
year,
how
and
can I
it's
forget?
still niggas everywhere you go.
How can I forget that? How the hell can I forget that? 350,000.
If I,
Since
sir, you got a tribe in the house by yourself.
by myself, I got a whole tribe, and it's so crazy, right? Since Roe versus Wade, 24 million black babies been murdered since Roe versus Wade. 24 million. You know what I mean? That is ridiculous.
Ah, Salakia. I don't know what happened. I think the Ottawa phone died. You understand? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they actually teach that in elementary school. Matam, yeah, you absolutely correct. You understand? They definitely teach this in elementary school. You understand? It starts before middle school. They like. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, right? This is cold, right? When I was a kid, I went to Martin Luther King Elementary School in West Oakland, right? I'll never forget this. Now, mind you, this was this was the year that I'm talking about. This is a kindergarten year. You understand? This lady, she was an Ethiopian or something like that. You understand? She was some type of African that wasn't from this country. You understand? I can get into all the white teachers later eventually. You understand how they don't give a damn about us. But my earliest years of school, you understand, like this Ethiopian African woman, you understand, I lived when I was a younger kid. You understand? I lived in the projects. I lived in Acorn Projects. You understand? And this lady didn't understand that, or not that she didn't understand, but she didn't give a damn about our people coming from backgrounds of mothers and fathers being on drugs, people being incarcerated that's supposed to be looking after us. So you know, we bad unruly kids. On top of the brainwashing that they have done in the black community since the 70s with these black exploitation films, you understand? And mind you, we little kids. You understand? Like, I got children around the same age as I was at this time, you understand? And these is babies. You understand? Like, I could not, of course, you're gonna discipline your own kids how they need to be disciplined. But I could never look at a small child, you understand, and think it's their fault why they act that way. You understand? But of course, you know, we coming from poverty stricken backgrounds, you understand? We live that like if you know West Oakland down there, Acorn, the projects is literally across the street from the school. You understand? Like I think if they could have built the shit inside of the projects, it would have been there just so they can keep us all in one area. You understand? But this goddamn heathen woman, you understand, her being a teacher, she just did not know how to deal with small young kids that was not of her nation. You understand? Because she didn't give a damn about us. And what she used to say all the time was, yeah, I'm not gonna keep dealing with y'all and y'all attitudes and y'all not listening to me because they don't pay me enough for this. Now, mind you, if you're a teacher, it should not be about a paycheck. These are these are small children. Like if you got compassion on kids, these is children that you're supposed to look after and make sure that they have the proper knowledge and tutelage of you, Salaki, the proper knowledge and tutelage to make you excel in life. You understand? But it wasn't that for her. You understand? For her, it was literally just okay. Most High Christ, or I was just going over a story that happened when I was a younger kid. You know what I'm saying? Being in elementary school and things like that. But I'm gonna finish my point. I'm gonna let you go ahead, sir.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
this just to get you up on what I'm talking about. When I was younger, I lived in Acorn in West Oakland, and I had a heathen. She was a preschool teacher. She was like Ethiopian or Eritrean or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But she just had no compassion on the children that she was supposed to be teaching basic stuff. She was supposed to be teaching niggas our colors, you understand, knowing how to draw pictures, basically equipping us with self confidence as basically like we babies at this time. I'm probably like 4 or 5 years old, you understand? But what she used to always say was, yeah, I ain't finna keep dealing with y'all because they don't pay me enough for this job and woo woo. Now, mind you, we little kids. You understand? And this is what the school system is about when they put heathens over you. It's literally about a paycheck. You
Yeah.
understand?
Talk.
So like, is that what you say?
Nah, real talk.
It's literally about a paycheck. They don't give a damn about the confidence that they're supposed to instill in you. They don't give a damn about making you a better person. They're literally there just to babysit you so they can get a paycheck. You understand? And if I could, I'm damn. This a cold subject right here. You understand? Because I'm gonna just get another quick story. You understand? Then you can go ahead and continue. My rib, right? She told me when she was, I believe she said she was in high school or middle school. You understand? She had a white teacher. You understand? And the white teacher basically told her like she was like, nigga, this white teacher kept it 100 for real, for real. The white teacher basically told her like, y'all as black people are dumb. If you could, Kaila, type this shit in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So I can get the proper context of what you told me. But he basically told her, like, y'all as black people, y'all are stupid for real, for real. Because you've allowed another race of people to conquer you and you don't even care about history. You're not willing to learn, you feel me, on who you actually really are. You understand? When she told me this, and mind you, she told me this when I was just now coming to the truth. I'm like, for real? She like, yeah, that nigga was just he was really just saying hella shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was it was the same thing as this teacher today. It was him subliminally telling them that, like, bro, we superior to y'all, and y'all just dumb as hell, and y'all just let us feed you whatever the hell we want to. You
Yeah.
understand? But Salaki, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, no, man, look it. That's what they do in these school systems. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I never had nothing like that specifically happen to me, but I remember being, I think I was like 3 or 4, right? I
Mm-hmm.
was like 3, 4, or 5 years old, and nigga, I was going to advanced school because they said I was smarter than the kids my age, right? So I
When
went to like I went. Say it again.
what when they call you when they be like he gifted.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? They said I was smarter than the regular kids. So instead of put me like with the regular little 3, 4, 5 year olds, they put me with a group of kids that was
Mm-hmm.
advanced and with older kids. And then when I'm in the class, I remember this vividly. I think I was like 4 or 5. That's how old it was. Like right before first grade, or it was
Right.
like first somewhere around there.
Kenny
And
Gordon.
we say
Kenny Gordon.
he was like kindergarten or first grade. It was one of the two, right? And nigga, she was telling me to do my work, and I don't remember if I was acting up or if I had already did my work. It's like it's real vague to me. Well, all I know is it wasn't that serious, whatever it was, and she was so slick. Like when she walked up and was telling me to do my work, or asked me did I finish my work. She walked up and like she like put one hand like act like it's a kid right here. She walked up and she like put one hand on the desk and then like basically like she like I'm sitting right here and then she like was over me. You know what I'm saying? And like she put one hand on the table and the other hand was supposed to be on the back of my chair, and like looking over to see if I did my work or whatever. But she took the other hand and she pinched the back of my arm. Nigga,
Oh,
like on everything, I really remember this shit because I got kicked out of school after this. Because when she pinched the hell on my back of my arm, And I'm like, I'm like, what you think? What you doing? What the fuck? I'm like, my nigga, you pinched me, bro. What the fuck? You know, I ain't nigga. I grew up in a black household, nigga. That was kind of ghetto. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, that's almost she pinched me. I'm like, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, what the hell is you doing? You know what I mean? She like, do your work. She like pat my back, and when she reached to pat my back and try to make it seem like she didn't pinch me, nigga, I bit a plug on her ass. You know what I mean? Nigga, real talk, and they kicked me out to school. This facts, like nigga, my grandma tell you, and they kicked me out, nigga. And I'm like, nigga, and they was like, "What? Why'd you do?" I'm like, nigga. And I told my grandma, like, nigga, she pinched me, bro, because I wasn't no bad kid. I wasn't like a bad kid that did hella shit. I probably like was bad, like with my brothers, like we fighting over a game or something. But just like a bad managed kid, just doing shit, I wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? So my grandma, I'm like, it's not normal for this nigga to just he just bit you for nothing. She like he just bit me. And like, nah, we don't believe that shit because this nigga don't. You gotta even to this day, nigga, like you gotta really mess with me for me to do something, bro. Like, I don't just like I was never a bully, none of that shit. So my grandmother was like, oh yeah, no, you did something to this nigga because he don't just do nothing. You know what I mean? But that just show you that like the school system, bro, with these teachers, they be horrible, bro. And that's like when I went to, and not be long when I want to get into the article. I went to like a year and a half high school in St. Louis. It was so different from me because I'm used to being from California, where all the teachers is different races and all the students is different races. But when I went to St. Louis, the teachers was white, but it was hella black teachers too. But all the students was black. You know what I mean? So that was something different to see. So they had a different respect for the students because it wasn't another race there. You know what I mean? And we was in the damn ghetto. But Salaki, you say, yeah, yep, the world history teacher, he was comparing the black boy to a monkey, saying we evolved from it and then started making jokes calling us dumb for not listening to our slave history.
Come on,
Shit,
man.
that's crazy. That's crazy. And look, and this is only a few stories of what was, and we damn near grew up in the same era, damn near. You know what I'm saying? All of us, and like and all nigga in different sizes of towns and cities, and this
Right.
is going on. You know what I mean? This niggas sit down there go and that and walk up to random black people and do a study and ask them like, man, hey man,
If,
how would you
sir, if I may,
yeah, go ahead.
this is like 2015, something like that, right? I had went to the park or something to play basketball with my younger brother, right?
Yep.
I seen some younger school kids, right? And this was probably like, yeah, I've been bullshitting a long time. I should have been came into the truth. But this probably like I want to say probably like a year after me really hearing Commander General Yana, and I'm watching classes now. You feel me?
Yep.
This all the way in 2015. But I'm in class in 2015. I'm watching everything that's going on with the school, right? So this was when I was at my pop's house where you had dropped me off at, you know what I'm saying? Up in Berkeley, right?
Yep.
So we around the corner, we playing basketball. I'm doing something with little bro. And it's like some younger brothers and sisters, and I believe they probably like they had to be like in middle school, right? But I asked them like I forget how I got on the subject. You feel me? But we was talking about something that had something to do with black people. So I asked them a question. I'm like, let me ask y'all a question. Like, do y'all know about slavery? Like y'all like what do they teach you about? Oh, this is why I asked them. I'm like, what is the school teaching y'all today on how black people came to this country? You know what they told me? They said in their school, in the textbooks of the school, that they teaching these young kids that black people came over here as immigrants.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, they not teaching y'all that black people used to be slaves to white people in this country. When I told him that, the look on his face, he was like, "You like." The look on his face looked at me like nigga, you lying. We were slaves to white people. I was like, nigga, y'all don't know this? He was like, I never heard that in my life. This young brother had to be like 12, 13, or 14 or something like that.
Crazy.
He never heard this before. And when I told him this, it was literally like damn, I cannot believe that. Like he with everything that they taught him in school, he never heard that shit before. And
Yeah.
I was just flabbergasted, like, damn, because I vaguely remember what the fuck they taught me in school. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them class clowns. I didn't do homework or none of that shit. I flunked the seventh grade. Like I was just school wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like you said, sir, I wasn't just a tyrant in the classroom or somebody that's just hella bad. I was just a nigga that was just cracking hella jokes and I didn't want to do homework. So I didn't really rock with school. And on top of that, being black, you get like one or two black teachers in your lifetime that really actually give a shit about you. You understand? Most of them is oppressors.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
that's facts. No, real talk.
most of them is oppressors, and you don't build no connection with them. So it's like uh, I don't even think I need to be even learning this. Damn, you know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
it's hella funny, right? Because I had a white science teacher, and I used to crack hella jokes and have her, and I used to interrupt the class, right? This was seventh grade too. I got held back in seventh grade too. This from not because I got suspended so many times, and you know what I'm saying, and then I eventually got kicked out. But nigga, she was like, she pulled me. She was like, "Can you just go sit outside?" I go outside and shit, and this bitch act like we was in a relationship. So she's like, "Why do you do this? I treat you so good."
Those-
huh?
I had one of those too, and it's a
Right.
white
Right. It did look at it did get she was like, I don't want to send you to OCS. Like she like, I don't want to send you to OCS. OCS is on campus suspension.
pigeon.
Right, nigga. She like, I don't want to send you to OCS. And well, why do you do this? I treat you so good. And then she was like ready for my response. So I started dying laughing. And I'm like, bro, this shit is hella awkward, my nigga. Like, what is you talking about? Nigga, but I ain't saying nothing. I was just like, bro, what the fuck? And then
Was
she
she
was like,
a white lady?
you said what?
Was she a fat white lady?
No, she wasn't fat. Nope. No, she went on fat lady. Then she was like, just go to OCS. I'll write the report later. Go to OCS. And I went to OCS. I'm like, but that shit was fun. I'm like, but she just made that shit so uncomfortable for me. So I treat you so good. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? What you mean? Like, nigga, what? Why? Because we might have some.
Oh, hold the fuck on. Salaki, my rib just put something out of pocket in the chat. Read that, sir.
She said my worst teacher was a black male pastor. No, real talk. He
I'm
was the worst teacher. Because look at they don't know the Bible. Nigga, damn right. You know what I mean? That's absolutely the worst teacher you can ever have. Especially when it comes to learning about this Bible, nigga. No sorry Bob. You know what I mean? Nigga, you gonna leave there regular. I mean, you gonna go there regular and come out with something wrong with you for sure. You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy, bro.
Yeah, but now, so like I'm gonna get into the article, but I got stories for days. Everybody know me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
sure. Salaki, sir. I'll be right back. Go ahead, sir.
that's a good thing. Yep. So back into the article, it said last Friday, November 11th, Pflugerville ISD officials were made aware of an inappropriate conversation a teacher at Bowles Middle School had with his students during our advisory class. Pflugerville Independent School District Superintendent Dr. Douglas Killian wrote in a statement as of Monday morning, November 14th. The teacher is in question is no longer employed by Pflugerville ISD, and we are actively looking for a replacement. The statement said. Videos of the conversation, and what's so crazy is they they had to come out and make a statement saying that, man, look it, we know what he did was wrong. He is a racist and he does no longer work for our school district anymore. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They know he's a racist. All of them drink coffee together in the morning and talk to each other in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And leave work and with a briefcase in their hand and the alarm key in their hand, open up their car, talking and stuff about how dumb black and Hispanics is and how they better. That's what they do. You know what I mean? That's what they do. But the only reason why they had to fire him now because it was it's evidence. It's not hearsay. It's not just one student saying, "Yeah, he treat me bad. He said his race is better." It's evidence. You know what I mean? So of course they had to fire him. You know what I mean? And it's let me keep reading. Video of the conversation in question were posted to social media last week. And because guess what? If they wouldn't have fired him and it went all on social media and all on these different platforms that this was going on at this middle school, guess what? The pastor was going to have to get fired. I mean, not the pastor. So like, your real got me talking about the pastor. The principal was going to have to get fired. You know what I'm
Look, she just put. I forgot all about this dude too, man.
saying? Damn, see, Oakland different. Nigga said first, man, he lucky somebody ain't do something to him. And worse, she said worse than that. He was calling our moms crackheads and prostitutes. He was supposed to be teaching us English. God damn! Like they go to work with the intent of destroying your kids, man. That's how much these people hate you. Like they make a career out of going to work trying to destroy your children. You know what I mean? Like that's literally how much they hate you. They're like, man, I can't stand these people, man. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna destroy their kids as much as I can.
Hey,
You
no, look, sir, this the black teacher.
Oh my god,
Come on, man.
this nigga like
I got a cold jewel to drop when we in
look
this, sir.
at look at this the same nigga that was on that was on Menace Society. He was like, nigga, I hate niggas. You know, the
Right.
police put him over. It's crazy because it ain't it ain't just your teacher that was like that, but every black Christian pastor is like this.
Right.
That's why the black community the way it is.
Come on.
Every black Christian pastor like this, and the whole time I guarantee he was smoking crack and buying a horse. I guarantee. That's how he know. You know what I mean? Your mom was a crackhead. Yeah, I know you know. You be right there on East 14th, nigga. I know you know.
Ah.
Okay? That's crap. Hey, that's so ridiculous, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He said, "Yeah, the town different. I wish one of my teachers would." Yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
Hey, sis, that was in Oakland, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep reading. It said a video of the conversation in question were posted to social media last week. And one video, the teacher can be seen saying his multi-race class, deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one. As students audibly reach both on and off camera. You know, that nigga said, deep down in my heart. Let me look up what ethnocentric means. Let me look this up right quick. Ethnocentric.
I don't
Okay.
even. I heard it before. I don't know what that shit mean.
Yeah, but just for the viewers who might not know what it means, let me pull the definition, so they won't think I'm making it up because I know it's something crazy. This was a deep conversation. This was a lesson for him. You know what I'm saying? And I could just imagine what conversation they was having prior to this being said. It's an ethnocentric. Uh, evaluating other people. It's like evaluating other peoples and cultures according to the standard of one's culture. Right. So he's looking at Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian culture. They think they say our culture is getting high, being lazy, the single mother households, welfare recipient, low income housing, subsidized housing, project living, roach infest. The typical shit that they say on what I mean, criminal, gang banger, what I mean,
You know
drug addict,
what ethnocentric means, sir?
huh?
Ethnocentric means he's a white supremacist.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, you know what I'm saying? He said ethnocentric. He said evaluating other peoples and cultures according to the standard of one's own culture. Like this nigga looking at your culture.
Supremacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me try to get another definition.
That is literally that's white supremacy dressed up and doctored up with a more sophisticated name.
Yeah, with words on mama. They said ethnocentric. It's another definition.
Nigga, ethnocentric in lamest terms, he said, I'm a white supremacist.
Basically, that's exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying it said ethnocentric, characterized by or based on the attitude that one's group is superior. That's exactly what it is. That's absolutely white supremacy. My group is superior to your group. He said, at heart, I'm ethnocentric. At heart, I don't mean to be this way. I don't want to be this way. I'm trying to fight it. But ethnocentrically, my race is superior. I don't want to be like this, y'all. You know what I mean? And that's how the devil do. Like the white man so much of the devil, instead of just standing on what he's standing on and be like, man, look, I mean, we better than y'all. He's saying like, I don't want to be like this. I'm sorry, I got to say it. Sorry, but we better than y'all.
I'm sorry.
Please understand where I'm coming from. It's nothing against you. I got black friends. You know, that's what he gonna say. That I got black. Come on, guys. You guys are black and you're my students. That's nothing against you guys. You know, that's how much of the devil he is. You know what I mean? Nigga said, he said, I'm reading it again. Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one. And then nigga, not only that, the nigga broke down what ethnocentric mean. Because he know ain't nobody know. They in middle school. They don't know what that. I just found
Look, we just had to Google that. Nigga, we 30 something.
I just found out what the shit mean. He had to break it down. That's how they let you know how racist this man is. And this is why the niggas I was born that way. All right, this is who y'all sending y'all kids to school with. You know what I mean? Right, man. Real talk. White man, he the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. Nigga was born that way. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And guess what? We was born this way too. I was born sometime in 2018, 2019. You know what I mean? I was born this way too. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm gonna read some more. It said a student off camera asks, "So white is better than all?" So a student asks, he's like, "Damn, nigga, white better than all?" And like I said, they go to school and they learn this. You'll be surprised if you ask your children what the hell they be learning in school, what their teacher be saying, and is the inappropriate and was he racist. They gonna tell you some cold stories. And they go to school and they learn all this, and then they go home and guess what? You teach them the exact same thing, and you give the okay that what the teacher is teaching you is okay. I believe in exactly what your teacher believe in. You know how I know you teaching this to your children because you believe in what they believe in, and you teach your children is because you still celebrate their holidays.
Right.
You got the same God that, like a lot of y'all got a problem with us reading out the Bible and talking about the Bible. Y'all want to prove that we ain't Israelites without. Y'all want to prove that we Israelites without using the Bible. Y'all want us to prove all this other shit that, you know what I'm saying, that Noah's Ark happened without the Bible. That where's the graves of Solomon and King Jesus if he was alive without the Bible? You want to do all this shit without the Bible because you don't believe in the Bible, but then you turn around and celebrate holidays. You turn around, white man wrote the Bible and all this shit, but then you turn around and celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, which is anti-Semitic, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Since we on that topic too this month, you know what I'm saying? Since we on that topic these months is absolutely anti-Semitic, but you know what I'm saying? But you want to talk about it's a white man book, but then you turn around and celebrate white holidays. You know what I mean? Come on now, you finna celebrate the same holiday that this nigga then told his students that his race is better than him. Of course, your children gonna believe him. That's why they asked. That's why one student said, "So white is better than all." You know what I mean? And it said, the teacher replies, "Let me finish. I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about it." God, hey, nigga, hey, this dude is this nigga teaching. Hey, he teaching 12-year-old, 13-year-olds. That's how old you was in middle school. You 12 and 13 years old. This nigga said, the teacher replies, "Let me finish. I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about it."
He right though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's fucking right. You
Nigga.
black people that celebrate Christmas and teach your children that a fat white man jump down your goddamn. I'm gonna tell. I'm a quick sidebar, right? I never believed in Santa Claus.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you why. I lived in the hood. We don't have no fucking chimneys. Nigga, it's a heater. When I was a little ass kid, bruh, it's a heater on the wall. How the fuck Santa Claus gonna get through here, bruh?
Yeah.
That nigga not coming through here. That's literally the only reason why I did not believe in Santa Claus, because it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord chose the scriptures say the soul of a prophet is subject unto a prophet.
No,
You
look,
understand?
and if I may too,
Go
nigga,
ahead.
I was the same way. Look at nigga, we had a chimney, nigga, on mama's nigga. In every house we had a chimney, nigga. But nigga, I'm not stupid. I remember going and looking at the chimney, nigga. Even going outside, nigga, across the street and looking at the chimney, like what the fuck? I'm like, bro, nigga, ain't no Santa Claus going through there, bro.
Oh,
And then nigga, and I remember telling my like, and I didn't even have to do that. I just knew Santa Claus wasn't real. And I remember my cousins, and then mind you, my cousins and these niggas is Muslims. These niggas is full Muslims. They want me to take my shoes off at their door and all that, but then they celebrate Christmas and eat pork. But they Muslims though. You know what I mean? They got the whole little get the hijab on, all the shit, nigga. But I gotta take my shoes off and nigga, and they eat pork and celebrate Christmas. These are my family. They from Oakland too, on my mama. And look, on everything, these my blood cousins, nigga. They from Oakland. Look. And look, nigga, I remember they used to bring my other little cousins over there. You know what I mean? That's like around my age and shit, nigga. And they used to be talking about Christmas and and I used to tell them like, but Christmas ain't real, bro. And they was like, yes, it is. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, how you don't know Christmas ain't real? I'm like, that's crazy, nigga. And then our grandma and them used to be hella mad, like, you a devil. And they calling me a devil because I told my cousins that Christmas fake. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, shout out to Grams, because that just be cold, bruh. You know I love Grams on
look,
my.
they calling me they calling me bastards and everything, nigga, because I didn't told these kids that Christmas fake. You know what I mean? And that's how I beat up. But of course, everybody believes that, because if you didn't believe it, you wouldn't be celebrating their holidays. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be eating what they eat. You wouldn't be doing the things that they do. You won't be walking around half naked and telling your sons that they can be homosexuals and come as you are and God loves everybody and nigga, you know what I'm saying? You won't be married to a white woman like Kanye West. You wouldn't be doing none of that type of shit. If you didn't believe that they were superior, you do that like Kim like Lil Kim chopped their nose off and chopped their lips up and did all that shit to her body to look like white women. Why? Because she think they superior.
Right,
Michael Jackson chopped his nose up and did dyed his skin and all that shit because he think white people are superior.
right,
You know what I mean? And all these other people that did the same shit, they did all that because they think that white people are superior. I be seeing a blackest female walking down the street with blue eyes and blonde hair, and nigga with long ass lashes. I'm like, but sis, you gotta chill. You got too much going on. That shit do not. You gotta chill out, bro. That shit not. You'll look way better if you just don't do that. Like you got blue eye contacts in, and you my color with blonde hair. You gotta chill, bro. You got too much shit going on in your head. But I understand why they do it though. You even got niggas like Tiger and niggas growing up, nigga like Cisco, nigga dyeing their hair blonde, nigga. Because you know why? Because they think that
you remember that shit, sir?
real talk, nigga. Because they think what he said is facts. He ain't saying this because he observed what he doing, because that's what ethnocentric mean. It means to observe another race of people and compare them to your people. He look at black people and he see the culture of black people and he say, I look at everything about them and they follow us. Why? We're superior.
Right, that's heavy what you just said, sir.
That's
Did that before Cisco?
yeah. Huh?
You remember the movie Meteor Man?
No.
Bruh, it's Meteor Man, like one of the first
With the
black.
Wayne brothers?
Yes,
Yeah, I seen it, yep.
bruh. Meteor Man came out in like 1995, 96 or something like that. Everybody in West Oakland and Acorn at that time, bro, all of them niggas had blonde hair, bro.
Yep. See what I'm saying?
Brought that shit back in the early 2000s. No, they brought it back in the late 90s with Cisco, and then they brought it back in like 2003, 2004, bro.
Yeah.
When they start wearing button ups and shit, bro. That
Yeah.
shit crazy, bro.
Yeah. And look, you didn't even gotta have a blonde hair. You didn't even gotta have the physical characteristics of the oppressor. You
Right.
could just act like him, like your Christian pastor. You
Damn
know,
right.
like all these rappers that then came out and said, "Man, you need to vote, man, gonna change something, man, vote." Like we brought out last week.
Right.
They telling you to vote because they want to be like the oppressor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go out there and vote because you want to be like them.
Right.
And it don't make no goddamn sense, man. You know what I mean? The crazy part is we better at everything and look better, be really superior, but don't see it. Exactly, we don't see it at all. We absolutely don't see that shit. You know what I mean? And it's because they teach us that they're. It's like we blind. You know what I mean? We absolutely blind to our. That's why I respected what Kanye West is doing and saying. You know what I mean? Because he's telling black people, nigga, you are great. You know what I mean? They took our culture, nigga. We the Jews. You know what I mean? And if you knew just that, you'll do better. Because in Deuteronomy 7:6, it said the Jews, it said the children of Israel are above all nations, not
Right.
not equal to. You know what I mean? Because guess what you got to do when you want to be equal to somebody. Guess what you got to do when you want to take on somebody else's culture. You got to leave your culture. Why would you leave a culture that tells you that you're better than everybody to take on a culture where you got to make yourself a second class citizen? How the hell did that make sense? You know what I mean? That don't make sense at all. And but your oppressor sees this and he like, nigga, we're superior. Nigga, there ain't no other way that this is going on unless we're superior. That's the only thing that makes sense. You know what I mean? But Salaki, I'm gonna keep getting some more on it. And it said, let me finish. I think everybody thinks that. They're just not being honest about it. And guess what? Everybody do think it. That's why Muslims come over here and celebrate Christmas. The Chinese come over here and celebrate birthdays and holidays and Thanksgiving. What the hell is Chinese men celebrate Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? And you got every other race on this planet that come over here and they fully dive into America's culture. You know what I mean? Because they think that white people are better. They said, uh, after some discussion, Slack after some other discussion in the video, a student asks, "You said you are a racist, right?" "I did, yeah. I'm trying to be honest," the teacher replies. The nigga said, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest." Like he doing him a favor. You know what I mean? Like, look, I don't want to be everyone lies to you. You go home, you get lied to. You go to church, you get lied to. You know what I mean? You go around your friends, you get lied to. I'm just trying to be honest with you, cause
I
it's not.
I respect this white man.
Yeah, nigga, it's not just me that feel like this. Donald Trump feel like this. America feels like this. It's not just me. I'm just trying to. You go to home, you get lied to. Your parents teach you that we all equal. We all gonna come together one day, and we're all gonna die because of Christ, and we're gonna go to the sky and have a never-ending barbecue in a big castle with Hitler and your dead grandma and your cousins and your dead homie that y'all didn't raise enough money for his car wash and all. All the little dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be honest with you. We're not equal. My race is better, and everybody knows this. Everybody thinks this. I know my race knows this and thinks this, and y'all have to. You know what I mean? Because y'all serve our God. Y'all, come on now. That's why black people got to stop being Christian, man. Stop being religious. And it said, after some discussion in the video, a student asked, "You said you are a racist, right?" "I did, yeah. I'm trying to be honest," the teacher replies. It is unclear what was discussed before and after the recording of the video is right, because he been saying this, he been teaching this. You know what I'm saying? Because he never, and when you go watch the video, I seen the video, he never said nothing about being racist. That they was speaking about something that he said previously to them a long time ago. You know what I mean? And them being so young, it's funny to them because they're not being taught how to only love their people or being taught that their people are better than everybody. So it's funny to them. God damn, nigga, this nigga remind me of Donald Trump. This nigga remind me of the KK. This is funny. Y'all hear this nigga? He said, hey, they better than us. It's a joke. You know what I mean? But not knowing that nigga, like it's not a joke. This is real. This is real life. That's why
Right.
my kids, my nigga, my kids gonna know. My kids know right now. I'm teaching them right now. Who is that? The devil. They don't even know how to say words with a V yet. Nigga, it's devil. Nigga, they know though. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Officer Yellow Time, man.
Yeah, no, real talk. Nigga, devil. Nigga, they know. You know what I mean? Because nigga, I'm teaching them that because I don't want them to go out there thinking that these people are their friends or they got their best interests because they don't.
All right.
And ain't nothing wrong with sending your kids to school and getting an education. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if he in a math class or he a scientist or a history teacher, he in that department because he qualified to be in that department. You know what I mean? Go get his doctors, his degrees, and his you know what I'm saying his all that. Go get it. Ain't nothing wrong with getting it. But then understand too that the devil that the Bible speaks of,
Right.
and that's what they gonna do. And let me see where we at. I'm gonna read this last article and then we finish. I ain't gonna lie. And it said CNN has not identified the person or people who filmed the video circulating online and has not obtained the video. CNN has obtained an audio recording of a portion of the conversation from a parent who said their child is shown in the videos. In the audio, a student asked the teacher to repeat himself. The teacher says, "I said I am a racist. That's what I said. Do you know what that means?" And so he's trying to teach them. You know what I mean? He said, "Yeah, I said I'm racist. Do you know what that mean? Please understand what that mean." And the teacher is in question. It's like the teacher in question has not been identified by PF ISD, nor has the district provided any additional context surrounding the conversation. We want to reiterate that this conversation does not align with our core belief and is not a reflection of our district or our culture at Bowles Middle School. Killian said in a statement, the advisory discussion was inappropriate, inaccurate, unacceptable, and this type of interaction will not be tolerated in the PFISD schools. So, they had to have cover their ass. That is y'all culture. Y'all in Texas. You know what I mean? Y'all in the heart of Texas and in some city I ain't never heard a day in my life. You know what I mean? Y'all in the heart of Texas somewhere in the boonies. That's y'all culture for sure, and that's exactly what y'all teaching. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because the teacher got up and said, "Yeah, I'm a racist. Yeah, I'm absolutely a racist. Do you know what that means?" And it's sadly to say, black people don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Because they think that racist is somebody that only wears a KKK uniform. Have you noticed that? Let me ask you this: you noticed that you ain't never seen Peter Parker and Spider Man in the same room, right?
Never.
You know why? Because they're the same motherfucker.
Right.
You want to see somebody wear a KKK mask and a police uniform, or a school uniform, or a fire department uniform, or a politician uniform. You know why? Because they're the same people. They're the same. They're the same reason why you never see Peter Parker and Spider Man in the same room. They the same motherfucker. You know what I mean? And that's what black people gotta understand. You understand? So you see, let me see. The superintendent went on to apologize to students and families for any undue stress or concern caused by the comments, and to parents whose children were seen in the video without their knowledge. The teacher, who has identified to CNN by the parent, did not immediately respond to CNN request for comment. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the article. But that's what y'all gotta understand, man. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because not only is this affecting your children, you know what I mean, but guess what? It's little white children in that classroom too. And guess what they guess what they sit back doing? They ain't sitting with the black and the Mexicans like, damn nigga, no, he's wrong. They sitting back like, damn, my dad and mom be saying this at home. I guess it's true. And we are better than y'all. But I ain't gonna say nothing right now. But I agree with my teacher. We are better because they explain to their children why they better. You know what I mean? It would they wouldn't. Yeah, man. But hey, so look, a black Hispanic Native American, wake your game up, ice your chain up, man. You
Hold on,
understand?
hold on, Salakia, sir. That's the jewel of the day.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the jewel of the day?
Oh, you said it.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, the jewel of the day, man. Wake your game up, ice your chain up, man. Wake the hell up. Come out of her, my people. You understand? That's what y'all got to do. Where's that? Where is that? Come out of her, my people. Where's that?
Revelations 18
18
and
and 4. Yep, 18 and 4. Yeah. Yeah, pull that part right quick, Baba Kashan. We're getting on that. Lock it.
4.
That's what black people got to do, man.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people.
What did it say?
Come out of her, my people.
No, integrate.
Come out of her, my people.
No, we all equal.
Come out of her, my people."
Nah, man, look at it. Come out of her, my people, man. Meaning what? You need to separate. This not talking about you going and hopping on a plane and flying to Israel to Dimona because you found out you're Israelite. This ain't talking about you getting on a bus and trying to go back to Africa and because you think that those are your people. You know what I mean? Because guess what the Bible say? You ain't gonna be able to escape these curses no matter where you go. You know what I mean? That's why they still over there in Dimona getting oppressed. That's why the black people that went back to Africa, you know what I'm saying, was over there getting ate like a goddamn hamburger by them dirty ass Africans with the place and they live. You know what I mean? That's what happened. When they say separate and come out of her my people, you gotta separate spiritually. You gotta separate physically. You gotta come out of here. Not physically, mentally. You gotta separate mentally and come out of her mentally. Who's the her? The her is America. You got to come out of Western culture of wanting to be American and come together and be one and be equal. And God, you got to come out of that mindset. You know what I mean? Because if you don't come out of her, keep going, Baba Kashaw,
And what kind, sir? That ye be not partakers of her sins.
or you be not partakers of her sins. You know what I'm saying? If they when it was in that church, when Dylan Roof ran in that church, if they would have came out of her, my people, you know what I mean? They would have never fell victim to being murdered in the goddamn church if they would have came out of her, my people. And notice it said my people. That's a possessive pronoun. It ain't talking about everybody. You know why? Because the Lord is a separatist. He doesn't want everybody to come together. The Lord wants black, Hispanic, Native American Indians to separate from everybody that's not black, Hispanic, and Native. You know why? Because those people only around you to oppress you. That's it. Why you think you got the neighborhood corner store with the Arab? He there to oppress you. Why you
Right.
think you got the Chinese man there? He's there to oppress you. Why you think you got the white man? Everybody's here to oppress you. You know why? Because they know that they're superior to us. Because you make yourself a second class citizen trying to serve their God. But you will make you strong having your own God, serving a black God, serving a black king. That's what make black people strong. You know what I mean? But so like it. Go ahead, Baba Shaw.
And what kind, sir? And that ye receive not of her plagues.
And so you perceive not of her plagues. That's why I just said that shit would have never happened in that church when Dylan Roof ran there and killed everybody if they would have separated. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to separate. They said, "I know he white, even though he looked crazy as hell. Because I love God so much, I'm gonna let this crazy ass nigga in here. I'm a crazy ass white man in here." And then guess what? Everybody ended up shot dead. And one of the brothers sat there and laid down and just and then played dead while his damn grandma was getting murdered. Nigga laid there and just had to just play dead while this nigga sitting there and killing everybody. Yeah, man. Come out of her. Separate. You know what I'm saying? That's what black, Hispanic, Native American Indians should do. You know what I'm saying? So like you got anything you want to say about yourself?
Yes, sir. Perfect. You understand? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. You understand? And follow the men of God. You understand?
Oh,
Nadazab is truly a priest and a prophet of the Lord, you understand? And you should listen to him. And you should not listen to your white counterpart or befriend these goddamn people that's heathens that the Lord calls your enemies. But that's it for me, sir.
Yeah, no, and look, I ain't doing nothing spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Everything I learned, I literally learned from the men above me. I literally learned from Commander Junior High. You know? And that's what I was teaching in class earlier today before we started this segment of dropping jewels. But you already know what it is, like man, like, share, and subscribe. You already know what it is. Smash that like button. ISUBK Sacramento, ISUBK NorCal, ISUBK whatever city you in. You know what I'm saying? Tune in next week, man. Y'all know what it is. Shalom.